So this video is for how I select my foundation, where it came from, and where I've gone. So I'm gonna jump right into it, no intro on the extras. First foundation I ever bought when I started wearing makeup was CoverGirl, the True Blend liquid makeup, and it was in the color D4. This was my summer color. As you can see, this color does not match my skin now because I have gotten a tad bit darker. Still matches a little, but it's kind of too bright. So that's the color that I started off with. I actually like this makeup. It does give you full coverage, even though it says light to medium. It was full. One of my recommended if you're starting off in makeup or if you know how to set makeup with the powder. The next color that I went to was CoverGirl's Queen Collection 3-in-1 in the color Toffee. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, color Toffee. It was all day wear. The only problem I had with this was that it creases like around here and underneath here, which you know is typically normal, especially if you're not setting it correctly or whatever the case may be. It does. The only thing I really do like about this foundation was that it did have sunscreen in it, which gives you a different tone after you apply and rub in. And this actually still does match my skin tone, as you can tell. So that is something that I do recommend people to buy. And then when I went cheap and didn't want to spend $14 on makeup, I went to LA Colors liquid makeup. Terrible foundation. This is not a sponsored video, so this is my true opinion of everything. This is horrible. And actually what I used to do, just because I was mad that I bought it, I would mix this and my D4 together to get foundation. Like, this is something, you know, those days when you run out of foundation and you forgot to hit the drugstore. That's what that was used for. It's in the color Cocoa. So it's my color, but it's not my color. I'm just gonna dab that there. As you can see. I'm not a fan of this. So, with that being said, upgrading my life to more expensive things, I went with the Fit Me from Maybelline in the color 240. And I like this because it's for my highlight. The next foundation I'm going to show you is Black Opal in Beautiful Bronze. Not exactly sure of the number on it, but it's called Beautiful Bronze. I use these two together now. So all my pictures that you see, and I have that nice shine highlight, pow. Highlight, foundation, contour, setting powder, go. The one thing I do like about these being a duo together that I made was that I don't have to set it with powder. I can put this directly on my face and walk out the door. This, I do have to set with powder. Just because, for me, when I do my highlights, I get a crease. And throughout the day, you will start to see the crease. So I have to, like, rub it out. But, I mean, that's because I don't drink a lot of water. Which, I have to start doing soon. Other than that, I get questions on how do I know what color my skin tone is in foundation. For fair skin, aka black people, it is very hard to select foundation, especially if you're not my skin tone. I am a caramel kind of toffee-ish color, so a lot of foundations only come as dark as my skin tone. Kind of lucked out there. But Black Opal comes in, first off, Black Opal, the best line possible, comes in shades for black women. Usually comes in the circle tube. It's actually not that expensive. I think this foundation cost me maybe $9. when you fling your top off and you drop your camera. It's probably about $9, $8.99, $9.99, something around there. It's made for black people. Like, there is no way that I can explain to you how I select it. I put it to my skin. One thing I do recommend though is when you're selecting foundation, make sure you go lighter, because I always say this rule: if you go lighter, it can oxidize and it goes darker. So don't buy something that's too dark for your skin, because it is terrible when it dries. Because the color that you see on here is actually, like, I just rubbed that makeup on my hand. You see how it gets darker? I don't know if you can really see that. I'll do it here. On my finger, I have it. And by the end of this video, it will be a little, it's not going to be like a huge difference of a change, but it's going to be darker because it's going to oxidize and it's going to become, it's going to set in basically. And when it sets in, it will be a different color than what it is. So I always say that. Well, if you're confused about a foundation, go not dramatically light. Please do not go dramatically light. This is the color that I applied it. I don't know if my camera's going to catch this or not, but that's the color it oxidizes to. Applied, oxidize. I don't know if you can tell that difference, but it's better to go light. Trust me, I know. I've tried enough foundations, as you can tell throughout this video, to know that. That is my recommended. And any questions, inbox, comment down below, like, share the page, do whatever. Thank you.